Now 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
First down, New York.
Throwing is Wilson. Ruckert hauling it in on the out route. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jets.
They go play action with Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. Running left, it's Hall. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 62 yards rushing for him in this 1st half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A give, running right is Hall. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down. Now it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Albert Okwuegbunam from 13 yards out. And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Dragons, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people down there.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. This one thrown underneath to A-Chain. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Prescott now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Dragons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Rucker. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play action. It's Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw caught by Higgins. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's A-Chain headed right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and 9. Here's a toss left for A-Chain. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. Sly able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Second down, Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on third and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Prescott looks to throw on first. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. Down to the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to A-Chain. And he'll take it across midfield down into jet territory. Jamie and Sherwood there to make the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Right back to A-Chain on second down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here now a third down and 8.
46.
Here's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on now is the punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Play action. Now Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. A handoff for Hall. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Legarius Sneed. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Prescott on first down. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated.
Touchdown, Jets! Mecole Hardman, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a two-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give to Hall running right. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. 33 yards. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 33, here's a second down and 6. Now Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Prescott. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dragons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Sly on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Score Jets 28, Dragons 17. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll run again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 160 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Hall. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity.